What are you rolling in? Hey! My dog is always rolling in something. Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me again. Today's video is really exciting because today is my 1-year vegan anniversary. I'm so excited about it. I went vegan 1 year ago from today, which was the end of July of 2016. So I wanted to come on here and just talk to you about what has changed in my life, in my body, in my mind, the good things, the bad things, and just overall how I feel about this past year, because it's been an awesome year and I could not be more grateful that I found this path. So let's start off talking about my body, because I think that's what a lot of people are interested in watching. It took me a while to realize that I was losing weight. It'd probably been 5 or 6 months, and I wasn't even the one that noticed it because I wasn't really paying attention to that. I did it more for the animals and just to learn about health and be more conscious of it. But at the time that I started, I didn't feel like I was overweight, even though I was sort of on the brink of being overweight. According to my BMI, I was like right at the top of being in normal weight range. So actually people started commenting to me, like to my face, and telling me like, wow, you look like you've lost weight. Have you lost weight? And I didn't think anything of it because I didn't think that I had lost any weight. So finally I got on the scale, and yeah, I had lost like 10 pounds, which was like astounding to me because I wasn't trying to lose weight, keep in mind. Then I lost a few more pounds, and I started to notice that my clothes were getting baggy. My pants, more specifically, were getting like a little bit too big. The jeans that I had been wearing before just didn't fit anymore, which was an awesome feeling. Once I hit like that 10-pound loss mark, then I started to say to myself, wow, like this is actually doing something. And so I started to be much more health conscious than I was before. Before I was just replacing meat items with fake meat items and real cheese with fake cheese, things like that. Once I started to realize that there were actually changes happening in my body, I started cutting out all processed food altogether for the most part and focusing more on being whole foods, plant-based, which is what I would consider myself now. I wouldn't say that I am entirely on that end of the spectrum, but I definitely try to incorporate more whole foods now. So as of today, I have lost about 17 pounds, which is so awesome. I never thought that I would ever be able to say that. And to say that it was effortless is like an understatement, because it really was effortless. I didn't have to think about it, it just happened. And another thing I would like to add to that is that I don't have hardly any cravings for the things that I used to have before. I used to live for pizza and Oreos, and I had to have sweets after every single meal. I had to, or I would just keep eating. Now, like, I'll crave it sometimes, but not in the way that I used to. I will eat sweet things that I used to love before, and I can't even eat them. They're like way too sweet for me. And things that I used to love, like I could just sit down and eat chips, you know, Cheetos, whatever. But now that kind of stuff is just like way too salty. That's an awesome feeling to know that I genuinely don't want that stuff anymore. Of course, every once in a while it sounds good. Like I had Oreos that I hadn't eaten up, and so I would eat one, and it's just so sweet. It's disgusting. I didn't even want it anymore. I would say right away after I stopped eating meat, I definitely noticed that after I got done eating, I didn't feel like there was this big rock in my gut and that I was just like tired and just felt like a sloth. I don't feel like that anymore after I eat, because I don't have all that junk in my system anymore. And I feel lighter and I feel better and I feel more nourished, because I'm eating more nutrition. That is what I am doing. I have replaced all the animal products and processed food with whole foods that are good for me. And I just don't want to eat as much because I feel more satisfied. And along with that is that I feel like I have so much more energy. That's not only a body thing, but it's definitely a mind thing, because I feel good about the choices I'm making. I'm excited about the choices that I'm making. I feel motivated to talk about it and make videos about it, and if anybody asks me about it, I'm excited to talk to them about it. And in general, I just feel like this is a puzzle piece in my life that has been missing, and now that I found it, I just feel more complete and just excited about life. I've also learned so much. I mean, I'm the type of person where if I'm interested in something genuinely, then I want to learn as much about it as I can. And I've definitely been doing that. I've been reading books, I've been listening to audiobooks, I've been watching documentaries and talking to people. It just keeps things exciting, it keeps me motivated, it keeps me along the path that I want to be on. And I think that's really important if you want to stay vegan, is to keep learning, because you can very easily get derailed when you forget about the reason you're doing it in the first place. Never for a second did I ever want to go back to eating the standard American diet. I've never had an ounce of feeling that way. And the other good thing is that I just feel better, like within my body. I feel like these animals had to suffer and a lot of times die to get something that tastes good to you on your plate. Now I'm not carrying around that death and that pain. My spirit has been lifted. I've also gotten the opportunity to just be more creative. I am definitely a very creative person as far as like the obvious things like art and movies and film and things like that, but I never thought that I could be creative with food like I have. And that's been probably the most fun part about the whole thing, is that I get to really experiment and try new things all the time. I'm always trying new things. As far as relationships go, there's been some negatives along with the positives in that regard. The negative parts have been that some people just don't understand it and they don't care to understand it. And along with that goes you realizing that some people don't genuinely care about you. The people that are actually genuinely interested in learning about that, because it's so important to me, you figure out real quick who is just around you so that you can help them out, as opposed to the people who genuinely care about you and what interests you and what makes you happy. Just talking to other people and getting them interested in the idea and just opening their eyes, even if it's just a little bit, about their impact on the world and animals and the environment, is super awesome to see. Some people could give a shit less about it, and that's fine, you know, whatever. But there's actually been a few people in my life recently who have seen a documentary and then they came to me and they said, I just watched this and I'm going vegan, or they're asking me questions about it, and I'm really glad that I can be a source of information for them and really help them along the way. That's been really cool. Just a couple people just this week have done that. My brother is one of them, who I never thought in a million bajillion years would ever consider something like that. But he saw What the Health and he started to rethink everything that he was doing. And another friend of mine as well, and she's doing it more for health reasons. I don't care what your reason is. Whatever your reason is, that's great as long as you're doing it.
Who's this? Oh, who is this? Oh, thank you. Okay, get out of here. Go play.
So anyway, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Happy 1-year anniversary to me. I'm so excited about it, and I have no plans to stop doing this anytime in the future. This is me now. I hope that I can inspire others. If you're new to my channel, please hit that red button down below and subscribe. I would absolutely love to have you. Make sure you like and comment down below and let me know what else you guys want to see from my channel. And of course, I will see you guys next time. Bye!